What is going on, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life, back with another Division 2 build video. And in this one, I've got a really nice crit build. Now, what I wanted to do is utilize a lower RPM AR, so I could go ahead and throw on Strained, which is gain plus 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you are firing, stacks up to 5 times. So basically, with an RPM like this AKM has, 600, the second half of your magazine is going to have an extra 50% crit damage on top of your base crit damage that you already have, which absolutely makes a difference. And this gun shreds NPCs and players, as you will see in the gameplay, which is going to be a separate video because there's a good bit of gameplay with this build. So I was using the MK16, but a buddy of mine put me onto this AKM. I'm glad he did, because it hits hard and I definitely enjoy using this gun. So usually I go over the gear pieces first, but I want to go over the guns first on this build. So the AKM has 15% assault rifle damage, 21% health damage, 6% damage to armor with strain that I've already gone over. And then my secondary, well, let's go over the mods real fast. So we have a 5% crit damage mod for the optics rail, magazine plus 20 rounds, minus 10 reload, grip is plus 5% crit damage, and the muzzle is another 5% crit damage mod. Secondary weapon I have is the M870. 15% shotgun damage, 12% damage to armor, 10% damage to target out of cover with close and personal, killing a target within 7 meters, plus grants plus 30% weapon damage for 10 seconds, which definitely comes in handy, especially if you're fighting multiple people. You get a kill with this thing, you get that 30% extra damage. You're pretty much one-shotting everyone in front of you, unless they have just ridiculous amounts of armor, but this gun definitely does its thing. Now for your pistol, you can run whatever you want. I don't really use my pistol, but I just figured if I'm gonna have a pistol, I may as well have a hard-hitting one, just in case for whatever reason I need to switch to the pistol. Now the stats on the guns for the AKM, we are sitting at max crit chance, 209.8 crit damage. That's our base crit damage, so basically we're gonna get another 50% on top of that with our guns. So that is definitely a lot of crit damage on this build. 90% headshot damage, 6% armor damage, and 21% health damage. On the M870, we are at max crit chance, 204.8 crit damage, 80% headshot damage, 12% armor damage, and if for our pistol, max crit chance, 194.8 crit damage, 140 headshot damage. Now, we'll go over the gear pieces. We have a Seska mask. This is the mask that Benitez is selling right now in New York. If you need a Seska mask, a really nice one, go to New York right now. Go to Benitez vendor. He is selling this Seska mask that comes with max crit chance, 11.3 crit damage, and you can roll your core attribute to whatever you want. I rolled mine to armor, so I have 170 armor, 12% crit damage, 6% crit chance, with an 11.9% crit damage mod. And the one brand set bonus gives us plus 10% crit chance. Then I have 3 pieces of Providence, which are the 3 brand set bonuses, gives us plus 15% headshot damage, plus 10% crit chance, plus 15% crit damage. This one is the gift, the named Providence backpack. Rolled 15% weapon damage, 6% critical hit chance, 12% crit damage with a 12% crit damage mod. Has perfect vigilance, increases total weapon damage by 25%, taking damage, disables this buff for 3 seconds. Then a chest piece, 15% weapon damage, 12% crit damage, 6% crit chance with a 12% crit damage mod. With Unbreakable, when your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Cooldown is 60 seconds. Now, if you want more damage, you can put something that gives you a little more damage. Just for a little more survivability, I wanted to go ahead and put Unbreakable on. And our knee pads is 170 armor, 12% crit damage, and 6% crit chance. Then my gloves is a Grupo Sombra. Brand set bonus gives us plus 15% critical hit damage. Rolled with 170 armor, 10% hazard protection, and a 12% critical hit damage. If you want to change the hazard to weapon handling or something like that, since we're already at max crit chance, you can just put whatever you prefer there. And then we have an improvised holster with 170 armor, 6% crit chance, 12% crit damage. And the main reason we're having this improvised holster, to get as much crit damage on this build as possible, gives us an extra mod slot to where I'm able to put an 11.9% critical hit damage mod on this build as well. Of course, the skills, we're using a striker shield. You need to have the firewall specialization on to use this shield. It gives us a damage bonus per enemy in front of us, 11%. The mods, plus 8% shield health, plus 4.4 shield health, and plus 5% damage bonus per enemy. And then we have the decoy. For my secondary, if you want to use a jammer, you know, that's another good deal to use. I think there was a couple of clips where I had the jammer, because I was in a server to where they had nothing but every single person in there had bleed hives for whatever reason. Everybody was running bleed hives, so I was using the jammer to help out with that. But for the most part, I'm using this decoy plus 7.5% health and a plus 7.5% duration mod on it. And the specialization, using a firewall, plus 20% burn duration, plus 30% health on kill. Your armor kit recovers 200% armor and 200% health over 10 seconds. Then of course, like I said, we're using a striker drone or the striker shield. And then you have allies deal plus 10% damage to enemies that are within 10 meters of you, plus 30% bonus armor during cover-to-cover moves, plus 50% pulse resistance, and on armor break apply burn to enemies within 5 meters, disabled in PvP, so that is for PvE only. And yeah, that is the build. Like I said, I will have a separate video with the gameplay, so be looking out for that either later today or sometime tomorrow, or probably later today. So I'll probably drop that tonight. If there's anything else you want to know about this build, ask me in the comments. If you are running this build or you're running it a different way, let me know how you're running your builds in the comment section as well. I always love hearing how you guys are taking these templates of builds that I put out and tweak it to your own playstyle. Absolutely let me know what you're doing. I would love to hear it. So that is all I've got. As always, my friends on YouTube, take it easy.